Hello and welcome to another update video about gold. Yeah, since the last video, not too much has happened. We want to take a look at the structure because this microstructure needs to change. Before we dive into the detailed wave count, let's take a look at the bigger picture again. I'm still bullish on the metals sector. Yeah, also, yeah, silver is maybe a little bit more bearish, but short term at least. Gold still holds really well, and I still think that 2024 could be a year for metals, but the way the structure is going at the moment, it would rather suggest that maybe this correction in which we currently are will take a little longer. Yeah, it might take a little while to complete, and again, probably might take a few weeks, maybe even a month or so, or a couple of months. So it's just that the move down that we see at the moment is not impulsive, but we'll talk about that right now or in a minute. First of all, you see the structure since the 2022 lows. I still count this as a wave 4 low in October 22 actually. A wave 4, that means we're in a wave 5. The wave 5 could reach sort of 2,500 in that region. And the choppy nature of the wave 1 indicates that it's an ABC structure. Basically ABC in wave 1 of an ending diagonal. We have the wave 2 that reached our support area, our trading area. Then the wave 3 is likely also, or has to be, an ABC structure in this scenario. Then we get a 4 and a 5. Where exactly they will land, can't determine that yet. It will depend on where this wave B is forming a low and so on. But overall, I mean, if we just measure the length of that wave 1 there, go to the low of the wave 2, I mean, that bottomed, then we sort of have a target for wave 3 of around 2,400 plus. Okay, so looking now at the subwave structure, let's go to the 1 hour chart. Well, see, we have obviously bottomed, or we bottomed in wave 2 most likely. 1 second. Bottomed in wave 2 most likely here on the 6th of October and rallied in what looks like a 3-wave move to me. I mean, there is a way to count that as a 5-wave move, but it's very much forced. That looks more like a 3-wave move to me. I count it as an A wave, currently with a B wave pullback underway. As you can see, the B wave is not finished yet. It doesn't look finished. I mean, yeah, if it gives us a screaming rally right now, I have to assume that this B wave already bottomed, but there isn't anything there like that at the moment. Okay, so either way, against 1894, I would, from the structure, expect the rally higher towards 2,400 plus. Now, looking at the shorter time frame, we've had this A wave to the downside, the B wave to the upside, because that was also a 3-wave move. Just another reason why I don't expect a breakout yet necessarily, because it looks like I mean, you can count that as 5 down, 3 up. That suggests A, B, C, like a zigzag structure, in which a C wave should still form a 5-wave move, possibly towards 1950 or 1895. But the move down isn't really impulsive. So while I think, yeah, we could have had a wave 1 here with a wave 2, this doesn't really look like a third. It doesn't really add up. This wave 4 was also a little aggressive. So it doesn't really look right in terms of proportions. Then you might say, okay, why not have the 3 here? That doesn't work. Looking at the proportions also, the wave 4 would have been overlapped with wave 1. It all doesn't add up. Best I can think of is that this C wave is unfolding as an ending diagonal, which indicates we are still sort of in this move to the downside, and means that it will get quite choppy. It also means that we have to prepare for frequent changes of the microstructure. Things might still change here. In an ending diagonal, I mean, that's not really clearly an impulse, so it also looks a bit like a, it could be that sort of corrective move in wave 1 that you need in a diagonal. Then here, this could have been an A wave, B wave, and we could now start this C wave to the downside of wave 3. Yeah? And if that's the case, where should wave 3 land? For that, we take the length of the A wave, go to the low of the, length of the A wave, go to the high of the B wave, and the C might land at the 1-to-1 ratio, around about 2020, possibly down to the 1.618, somewhere in that region. So $2,020 to 1990. Then we should get a 4 and a 5, and that all can take a little while to play out. Gold and silver corrections are really frustrating and can take a long time. So they will still probably take a little while. It would take, however, a sustained break above what I have labeled as wave 2 high, so 2088, to suggest that the low is already in. Okay, I mean, but then I would have to find a way to, then the only way would be for this C wave also to be an ending diagonal. So very messy. So it all comes back to trading just the support levels, right? At the moment, there is no clear evidence that the low is in, but as long as the 1894 level down there, the 78.6 retrace is holding, I remain short-term bullish on gold. But in the very short term, we should see a little bit more of a decline over the coming sessions, over the coming weeks. If anything changes, I will of course let you know. So I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you're interested in daily updates about the S&P 500 as well as regular updates about stocks, then check out our stocks and S&P 500 service. You can find the link in the description. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.